Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today we're gonna do a request. Now, this request has been asked for, requested. This recipe, this idea has been requested many times. However, I'm just gonna give a shout out to the first 3 people that requested it, and that was Lloyd G. Yes, Lloyd G. Thank you, you're an OG. Wendi Miller and denmom. You guys were the first 3 people to request pizza in the Deluxe electric grill and griddle. How exciting, right? Now, before we jump into this, let me give you some background. I have not done this recipe before now because I was a little intimidated about the whole idea of this. Not that I didn't think that Pampered Chef's Griddle and Grill could do it, but I didn't think it could do it. I actually thought that maybe it would be a flop and I would waste my time making a video. However, fast forward to today when I decided to go ahead and do it. Yesterday, I told my son, hey, for lunch tomorrow, we're gonna have pizza in the electric grill and griddle. And so just don't eat lunch because I'm gonna make a video and blah, blah, blah. Well, take the dough out, start to let it rise, only to realize that I had scheduled my migraine acupuncture appointment for 1:20, and it was now 12:30. And I still have to drive there. So after a brief moment of panic, I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. So I quickly did everything that you're about to see, and I made it to my appointment with 5 minutes to spare. Oh my gosh, and the results, I have happy boy. So I decided for dinner tonight, we're gonna do it again. And he's not sad because, you know, pizza. So are you ready for this adventure? You guys, this is so easy. I don't know why I didn't do it easier. This is now going to be my go-to for making homemade pizza forever. Forever. Boom. Gonna blow your mind. You ready for this? Let's go. All right, so the first thing that we're gonna wanna do is start our grill to heating. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on grill and just get it started and just get it heating, because we actually want to have this all heated up by the time we roll out our pizza dough. Now, I have pre-made pizza dough here from Trader Joe's, but you really can do your homemade pizza dough. You can do the rolled pizza dough from the can. You can do probably any pizza dough you want. The only thing that I'm going to mention that is very important is make sure that whatever dough you use in here, you roll it not too thin and not too thick. If you roll it too thick, there's a chance that it won't cook in the middle, and if you roll it too thin, then you may have like a burnt crust. So just keep that in mind. So I am going to follow the spinach and artichoke pizza directions to do pizza in here, and that's what I did the first time this afternoon at 12:30. And so I thought I would just follow along, and if you have a Deluxe electric grill and griddle, it comes with this book. Definitely keep it nearby so that you can refer back to it. But after doing this a couple times, I think that I will have it memorized because it's actually pretty darn simple. So the first step is to set the grill on grill and get it started warming up. And now the second is to roll out the dough. So there are 2 things that I'm going to mention. If you have not jumped on the parchment paper bandwagon yet, please do. Parchment paper will make your life so much easier, especially when working with dough. Pizza dough, bread dough, all the doughs. Invest in some parchment paper. This one I think came from Sam's Club. It's my favorite one by far. I've gotten some others from other places, but for some reason, this one, I just absolutely love it. So what I did in preparation for this is I cut out 2 pieces of parchment paper the size of my grill. Do you have to do that? Well, no. But I think that it made it a little bit easier because I did do that earlier today, because the directions actually tell you to roll it out with cornmeal on the top and the bottom. First you put the cornmeal down, you roll it out, and then you sprinkle it on the top too. However, since I don't have a worry about it sticking because I'm using parchment paper, I did not use it on the bottom. I also didn't use it on the top, but I think I am going to use it on the top this time, just because I think it would help it to maybe cook more evenly, or I don't know. I'm just gonna do it this time just because that's what the directions say. So I'm gonna take my dough ball and I am going to pull it into kind of an oblongish shape so I can get it started in the right direction. And I'm gonna use my baker's roller, which, by the way, I absolutely love my baker's roller. It's so handy. I love my marble rolling pin as well, but something about the size of the baker's roller and the ease of how it rolls things out, I just really love it. I've probably exclusively used it for the past 6 to 8 months, which is kind of funny because I used to use my marble rolling pin for everything. And since I cut my parchment paper to the exact size of my grill, I don't have to guess. There's no guesswork involved to see if my crust is going to fit in the middle of my grill. So that's the benefit of using already pre-measured parchment. And I'm just going to get it, I don't know, it's not super thin, but it's not super thick either. And since this is not my homemade dough, I don't really know how thick it's going to get necessarily, because this is the one from Trader Joe's. But there you go, one crust all ready to go. And I will sprinkle some cornmeal on the top of it, only because that's what the directions say. And then when I turn it over onto the grill, maybe I'll do it again. I don't know. I mean, I am a rebel, but I mean, the first pizza I did this afternoon, I didn't do it on, but then I didn't realize I didn't do it on until later when I was getting ready for this video, and I saw my cornmeal out and I was like, did I even use that? I don't think I did. It was fine. I mean, I know, what is cornmeal used for? It's really just used for sticking, right? This is non-stick, my paper is non-stick, so see what I'm stepping in? Do you smell it? I smell it. This herb dough, if you've never had the herb dough, the herb pizza dough from Trader Joe's, definitely check it out. It is phenomenal, super delicious. All right, perfect, look at that. Both of my crusts are ready to go now. All right, now we just need to, oh, looky there, and it's preheated. All right, so our next step, says the book, is to sprinkle some cornmeal on our crust. So I'm just gonna sprinkle some cornmeal on my crust and spread it around. Looks, I mean, all right, whatever. Okay, the next step is to put it in for 2 to 2.5 minutes. Now, I'm only gonna put it in for 2 minutes because when I left it in the machine and left for my appointment and my son took it out, the crust was really, really brown. It didn't go over, but it was pretty close. So we're gonna go ahead and do 2 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push cancel, then I'm gonna roll it back to grill, and I'm gonna roll it down to 2 minutes, and then I'm going to get it in. So because it's on parchment paper, it's gonna be really easy for me to get this on. You ready for this? Look at that. Perfect, and then I'm going to lift said parchment right up. Woo, that's hot, be careful. Okay, now we are gonna shut it and we are gonna start it. So after 2 minutes, we are gonna do the next step. So I'm gonna move this off to the side. I'm gonna get our toppings because everything is gonna go real quick. Okay, our 2 minutes is up. It is important that you push cancel, okay? Push cancel. Then we are gonna go to custom. So here we are, custom. And we are gonna set the timer for 8 minutes. And it's like 7 minutes. We're gonna set the timer to 7 minutes, and it's 7 to 9 minutes-ish. We're gonna push go, and then we are gonna do top. and we are gonna go to 480. And then we're gonna go bottom and go all the way down to 250. Okay, and go. Okay, so while that preheats, it's gonna give us a chance to do our crust. Now, there's a few things that I wanna mention here. Let me get the close camera real quick. As you can see, it's not completely cooked, but that is how it's supposed to be because it's gonna continue to cook as we do our toppings. So we're like par baking it at this point. All right, so let's go ahead and top our pizza. So here's some sauce. Now it is recommended that you do this do it in front so that you don't get your arm accidentally on the grill back here. So don't do it on the side or the back like I'm doing it. I'm merely doing it so that you can see what I'm doing. It's kind of dangerous though. You may burn yourself. I did burn myself, but hey, you know, no pain, no gain, right? Yikes. So don't do that. All right, so now I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of cheese. All right, and then we're gonna get our pepperonis on and our green onion. And then a teeny tiny bit more mozzarella just to kind of marry it all together again. And now some Parmesan. And you can put whatever you want on your pizza, obviously, but this is the classic normal Joe pizza. Okay, the next step is this little thing over here on the side is very important for this stage of the cooking. When we cooked the dough, we had it at the all the way open position. When we cook the top and the bottom, we want it on the hover position. And so that is all the way down. And when we tilt the grill down, I will show you what it means to hover. But we want it to be totally heated up before we do that. So the bottom plate, when we set it earlier to custom and did all the top and the bottom thing, the bottom plate is cooking at 250, so it's continuing to cook the bottom of the crust while the top is now heating up to 480. And we don't want to close it until this says, go ahead and add, it's all ready to go. Okay, do you hear that? It's time to hover. So over here, we make sure it's on hover, and when we shut it, see how this kind of opens like a Pac-Man? The lid is actually hinged. So what I want to do is push, and do you see that? See how it's hovering? And then I want to hover it as close to my pizza as I can. So the button, the little slider over here will help you to see which way, and there you go. As you can see, it is hovering over the top of my pizza and it will cook it in 7 minutes. The timer has just gone off and look at this beautiful pizza. Isn't that crazy? Let me grab a little spatula and remove this from the grill. Whoa, check it out. Isn't that great? Fantastic. So now, since I want to do another pizza, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open it all the way. I'm going to shut, push cancel, move it to grill, push grill, start. That way it's warming up again as I let this one cool for just a second. But look at that. Look at that. That looks amazing. And I already know it tastes good because I had a piece from earlier. But I will cut it for you as soon as this one goes in. So now there's my rolled out crust. There's my cornmeal. We're gonna stick it on and wait for it to heat up. Oh, actually, we need to put it on grill. How many minutes? 2 minutes? Yep. Grill. 2 minutes. Start. That way, when it's ready, it will just already be ready to go. And this one is gonna be andouille sausage, cheese, and pepperoni and onions. because that's what the family wants. There we go, it's ready. So let's go ahead and get this in. There is a little bit of cheese left over on this. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape that out. But I don't think it matters that there's extra cornmeal on there, although maybe it does because it's kind of burning a little. So maybe I will fluff that off just a little bit. Being careful with my arm. And we will get it in. I'm actually gonna come around this time so I don't burn my arm. And there we go. Go. All right, 2 minutes. All right, in the meantime, let's cut up this pizza. Nice and crunchy. I wanna show you the bottom of this pizza because you are gonna be fascinated. Okay, you ready? You ready for this? Look at that. Look. Isn't that amazing? Amazing. This is the easiest way to make homemade pizza ever. Ever. And it did not heat up my home because I didn't have to turn the oven on. Fantastic. This just, I love tools that make my life easier and make my house cooler. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut one in half and give it a try. Oh, All right, hold on. I need to give my son a piece before he leaves for school, church. Be right back. Okay, while he's eating that pizza, let's get over here. We have cancel. Now we are going to go to custom. We are going to go to 7 minutes. We are going to go to the top is going to be 480 and the bottom is going to be 250. Go. All right. I'll keep eating the pizza. He took his piece and he ran off to church. So while we eat the pizza, let's dress the pizza. Okay, this thing's ready. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna put it to the hover mode, and we know it's gonna be hovering about 3-ish. We're gonna push go, unhinge the lid, make sure, yep, there we go. All right, we'll see you back here in like 7 minutes. Okay, it is done, and check it out. It's a beautiful, yes. All right, we're gonna take it out and wow. You guys, making pizza in the electric grill and griddle in this manner is so easy and so delicious, and the crust turns out so good. As you can see from the empty board, that pizza is already devoured in less than 10 minutes, and this one is about to be devoured as well. So I guess that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos several times a week, and I'm always looking for the next adventure. So if you got one for me, leave it in the comments below. Like Lloyd G, Wendi Miller, and denmom did when they requested pizza. And let me just tell you what, I am so glad that they did, because this is the only way I'm gonna make homemade pizza from now on, forever. All right, you guys, we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.